All right. So Towanda and her husband, Shawn, recently went live, and things quickly spiraled into chaos. They spent a surprising amount of time criticizing Tamar, with Shawn even going as far as calling her a truly evil spirit, a completely wicked soul. He sat through the live stream insisting that they would never associate with anyone who behaves the way Tamar does. But honestly, who does he think he is? Now, before jumping to conclusions, let's take a step back because this entire situation is much more complicated than it seems.
I'm gonna speak for myself. Me. This is not her speaking. This is me speaking. I've gotten to a place in my life where things start to transform from face to frequency.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I love people, and I love them with as much as I have to give. So if my cup is empty, I'm not going to be pouring to you. I have to go put more in my cup. And what I mean by changing from face to frequency is that you might know somebody, you might grow up with somebody, you might be family members with somebody, you might be friends, you might, whatever it looked like. Cantor Simmons, shouts out to Cantor Simmons. He's one of my best men. The faces of who and the realities of relationships fade away, and then you start to be more attracted to the frequency that you are on. And I'm not out here looking for what looks nice. I'm not out here looking for what smells nice or what feels nice. I'm looking for what is frequency nice. So I don't care about none of that anything. If you're not matching that, I will pour into you my extra. But I'm not putting myself at a deficit or letting you like sap all my good energy, make me sad, make me upset, have me engaging in triggers and all of that, and talking down about people or talking gossiping or calling people like they name or fighting or any of that. I ain't doing it, bruh.
Nope.
I ain't doing it.
Myself. Yep.
I don't care who you are.
Yep.
I don't care if you my mama, my sister, my twin, Jesus. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I ain't spending 2 seconds on that junk. And I love you and I mean it. I wish the best for you. I hope you find all the happiness in your life. But everybody at this house, them 2 kids and that woman upstairs that I'm responsible for, we not plugging into that. I don't care what it is.
Nope. We're not plugging. We're not pouring. We're not entertaining. We're not doing any of that. And what people need to understand is it's not our responsibility to nurture your triggers. That's no one's responsibility but yours. Period.
Yep.
We're not coddling anything other than peace, happiness, and joy. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And if you can't vibrate up, then you have to vibrate out.
That's it. And here's the thing. This is not coming from a place of hate, meanness. I will speak for myself. I sincerely, from the core of who I am, hope that every spirit, soul on this earth finds their purpose, finds their passion, finds the people that support them, finds the people that encourages them, that cheerleads for them, and that they can do that for everyone else in their circle and be led by their source.
Right.
That's what I want for everybody.
Right.
I just do. And ain't nothing you gonna do gonna change that. But what I have control over, me, and what I will allow in my space, in my home, on my phone, in my car, like I have a choice to make there.
Yeah.
And that choice is love. That choice is peace. I've tried before. I've tried to pull people. I've tried to be like, hey, let me show you. I'm not doing that. And she ain't doing it either. And we love you. We just We rather look towards the hills for what's
Ooh,
coming our help.
come on now. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, honey.
Mm-hmm. It's Good Friday.
Everyone remembers Tawanda's wedding, right? But one thing that stood out was Tamar's absence. At first, Towanda made it seem like Tamar had failed to show up for her sister. The impression was that Tamar was too busy, too distant, or simply didn't care enough to attend the wedding. Then the truth came out, and it changed everything. Tamar was never invited in the first place. She wasn't left out by choice. She was left off the guest list entirely. So, why were people acting like Tamar abandoned her sister when she never even received an invitation? That's the question that still needs an answer. And here's another thing that doesn't make sense. Why is Shawn so involved in the situation? This is an issue between the Braxton sisters. Shawn married into the family. He didn't grow up with them. So why is he stepping into a conflict that isn't really his? During the live stream, Towanda and Shawn continued criticizing Tamar, calling her wicked, accusing her of bringing nothing but negative energy, and claiming she's emotionally draining to be around.
No, she's not coming to my wedding.
She's not coming to the wedding?
No, she's not.
Are you sure?
I'm so positive.
What do we think about her behavior? The other day.
I think
It was unacceptable.
entirely unacceptable.
I was pretty upset at myself for allowing a situation to affect me that way. I get it. Certain things, even as sisters, I wouldn't necessarily spew out.
All right, that's fair. But can we also talk about the allegations surrounding Towanda? Reportedly, and I emphasize reportedly because these are claims as circulated, she has been accused of using other people's credit cards, borrowing money, and never paying it back. Yet somehow, she's rarely treated as the problem. That's where the double standard becomes hard to ignore. Tamar gets criticized for almost everything she does, while Towanda can face serious financial allegations, and people are expected to look the other way. What really stands out is how Tamar always seems to become the family scapegoat. Every time something goes wrong, the blame somehow lands on her. It's always, Tamar is difficult, Tamar is toxic, or Tamar is a problem. But if you've actually watched the series, you know every one of the sisters has had moments of conflict. They've all lost their tempers, argued, and shown strong personalities. The difference is that Tamar is often singled out as if she's the only one responsible, while everyone else's behavior gets overlooked. It's also worth remembering that Tamar has openly spoken about experiencing abuse within her family. So when she reacts to certain situations, maybe there's more behind those reactions than people realize. Now let's talk about the money because that's where things become even more complicated. Towanda has reportedly faced accusations of using someone else's credit card and allegedly failing to repay borrowed money. Despite those claims, the family seems willing to overlook them while continuing to criticize Tamar for supposedly bringing negative energy into every situation. So the question becomes, why are some people held accountable while others seem to get a pass?
The third person, you talk crazy to me, and I'm like, at what point do I defend myself?
You could just get exhausted with the same behavior over and over and over again. I know I was exhausted, and it wasn't warranted, and I'm not excusing it, and I'm not willing to accept that behavior anymore in my life.
And yet, Towanda says Tamar is the exhausting one. According to claims being discussed, Tamar is supposedly so difficult to deal with, yet Towanda allegedly turned to her for financial help, reportedly asking for between $35,000 and $55,000. Think about that for a moment. If someone is truly as negative and draining as you're describing, why would you rely on them when you need money? The claims don't stop there. It's also been alleged that Towanda used Tamar's credit card to pay for multiple phone lines over the years. Then, instead of paying Tamar back, Tamar's name reportedly appeared in Towanda's bankruptcy filing. That bankruptcy filing, however, is a matter of public record. Towanda did file for bankruptcy, and Tamar's name appeared in the filing. While people may disagree about what that means, the document itself has been publicly reported.
On your down payment.
You sure did. Thank you so much for
And
that.
now that
Thank
you
you
got
so much for the gift.
give me my money back. That was not
You
a
promised
gift.
the guy. Yes, it was. But it's
No, you
okay.
didn't.
Towanda told me her lender needed to see the money in her account and that she was waiting on a check and she would be giving me my money back. I was reluctant, but I said, okay.
Thank you so much.
You said I will pay you back the next day, and then you listed me as a creditor.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Now here's where the story takes another turn. According to Tamar, when she finally confronted Towanda about the money, Towanda allegedly brushed it off and treated it as if it had been a gift. A gift? Tamar also claimed Towanda sarcastically admitted that the money had been used as a down payment on a house. What makes the situation even more surprising is that Tamar said she didn't know any of this until she received a bankruptcy notice in the mail. Imagine lending your own sister tens of thousands of dollars, only to learn through legal paperwork that the debt had effectively been included in a bankruptcy case instead of being repaid. Yet despite all of that, Tamar is still the one being labeled as the source of the negative energy. During the live stream, Towanda and Shawn called Tamar negative and blamed her for the family's problems. Shawn, despite marrying into the family, also weighed on years of family drama. Towanda later said it wasn't her responsibility to manage Tamar's triggers, adding, "If you can't vibrate up, then vibrate out." But many people believe the Braxton family's issues involve everyone, not just Tamar. Still, Tamar often ends up taking the blame. What do you think? Is Tamar really the problem, or has she become the family's scapegoat? Let me know in the comments.